So the district has a facility plan in place right now, but it's time to be updated. As part of that process, the local planning committee is required to have 2 public hearings where they gather input on anything that you all want to say about facilities. I do want everyone to understand tonight that tonight is just about gathering information. There won't be any action taken. There won't be any decisions made. This is the chance for you all to let the local planning committee hear your thoughts about facilities. That could be anything that you think they need to know. We need to fix this in room 172 of Fallsburg, whatever it might be. But typically it needs to be the bigger picture items. What the planning committee is attempting to do is make a plan for the next 5 years.
From Fallsburg, the people in Fallsburg would never tolerate coming to Louisa for middle school. We have the best scores in the county for middle school, and the lower grades did have the best scores until this administration came in. And all the sports and stuff at Fallsburg, we never get anything. We raise our own money and get uniforms and everything. Greg was just telling me that the money they made from the haunted house, parking cars and things, is what they use to buy stuff with, because the board has never supported Fallsburg. And I know the parents too well in Fallsburg. We are a close-knit group. We love our school. We love our community. We love our teachers. And they should take the 5th grade from Louisa and put them in the middle school and build a new building at Fallsburg to house the overflow, and also build us a new gym. Our bleachers are shot. Everything's going wrong down there and nobody cares. So I'd just like to say that we at Fallsburg will not tolerate this. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Thelma Sparks, and I'm 100% with her. And you know, she's from Fallsburg, little schools, little communities. If you guys try to move my child out here, she will not go to a Lawrence County school. I've talked to other parents. We are very adamant with this. It's too long of a bus drive for our children to get up, get on a high school bus, and come to Louisa. I mean, we need new buildings. We need all kinds of stuff out there. Just like she was saying, we feel the same way. Like, Louisa gets everything, the cream of the crop of everything. And the bus ride out here is too much for a little child. It's actually too much for our high schoolers. But that's a whole other discussion. And just letting you know that there's a lot of kids who will not be going to Lawrence County. You're fixing to lose a bunch. Thank you.
I have a child that's currently busting here every day. It's hard on him when he's a freshman. I have a first grader and I also have a 7th grader, and they will not be busting here either. I'll send them to Johnson County first. And I'm with them. I think since we are under cap, how about move these kids at Louisa, move them to Blaine so we can meet cap instead of moving Blaine kids to Louisa. Thank you.
My name is Tammy Coffey, and my son goes to Fallsburg. I agree with what everyone has said, and to date, we have gotten a petition with 356 signatures of parents from Fallsburg who are totally against this. Parents, family members. We feel that if you move our children from Blaine and Fallsburg, you are putting them in a position to be on the bus extended amounts of time. They are going to be exhausted. They are not going to be up to listening to the teacher in class. They're not going to be wanting to pay attention. They're going to want to be having a nap. Right. This is totally to the detriment of our children. This is not anything that's going to benefit them. And when I've spoken to people, they will say, well, your child will have a chance to have extracurriculars. I am worried about his education. He needs a college education to survive in this world. All of our children do. And to tell me he can have sports, I don't care. I'm sorry, it's not my priority. He needs his education. And Fallsburg is providing a fantastic education for him. We have fantastic teachers. As Wanda said, our community, it's a small community, it's a tight-knit community, and it is doing wonderful. To upset that, and I'm sure Blaine has the same, is a big mistake. These children are going to be on the bus. Again, I can't stress how tired they're going to be. I mean, I can imagine all the parents feel this way. So how are they going to get the education they need when they come in here and they're going to be tired? And as far as sports, my kid won't be playing sports because we cannot afford to make extra trips to Louisa for practice. We both work. It's going to be hard to get the time in that we need. So to do this to our children, as again, I can't stress how detrimental this will be to them. This is not to their benefit. This is not fair to the children. So please consider that when you do this. Do not move our children to Louisa.
My name's Gary. I got 3 kids playing. I feel it's like they do. If you all want to do this, build a school in the middle of the county for just about everybody. Not just you all. That's all you all worried about with these. You don't care about Blaine, Fallsburg. You're worried about yourselves. Every one of y'all. All y'all sit on this committee, you ain't from Blaine, you ain't from Fallsburg, other than this guy right here. You all from Louisa. That's what you all for. You're not for nobody, but you are. Right here, you all for guys. We're middle county's that way, not over here, boy. You're the line right here. You move her in the middle of the county where everybody can have a little bit of this than you all. It's wrong. Everybody's kids wrong. They're kids. Well, you know these people. And it's right. Need to be stopped. Need to stop now. Build a county, a school, build a county. That's what your job is. Go out there and find them a place. What about out there at Bethel Church, right there? They're a big bottom. Go out there and build out there in the center of the county. And you all pack your bags and haul your kids. We're not.
Hello, my name is Angel Chapin. I've served on several committees. I work for Lawrence County. I work at Blaine. I'm a cook. And we love it out there. And what I just want to say is, I just want you to consider the bus ride that these kids will have to take. My son's a freshman, and he is one of the last to get on the bus in the morning, and he is one of the first to get off in the evening. He gets on the bus at 15 after 6 in the morning, and he's not home till 4:30. He also takes 3 buses to get here in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. For a 6th grader to do that, I just don't see how that they would be able to. And to come over here and be able to, you know, to learn and to pay attention, and it's just sad. You know, we want our school to stay where it is, and it's just too much for little kids to have to make that bus ride over here. So please consider that when you all are considering these things. We want to keep our school the way it is. It's a fine school, we got fine parents, and we just consider that for me, okay? Thank you.
I'm Deanna Randall, and before I even talk about my feelings on it, my son, who is a 5th grader at Fallsburg, said he does not want to come to Louisa until it's time for high school. You know, he has learning disabilities. Fallsburg has been the best for him. He's played in youth sports here in Lawrence County, and this is the first year he has not played football because he's not been treated the same as Louisa kids have. We have to travel further. Why don't you all, for one day, just one day, let your kids get on the bus and ride to Blaine, to Fallsburg? I live approximately 2 miles from Fallsburg. My son has to be on the bus at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock since he was in preschool. He's had to get on the bus at 7 o'clock in the morning, doesn't get home until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Can you imagine the kids at Blaine? I worked for social services, and believe me, having to drive to some of the places in Blaine, even in Lomansville, Ulysses, I can't imagine what these kids have to do on the bus. Especially if a child has special needs. You expect them to be on the bus all morning, all evening, and then focus in class? Education should come first. Hello, my name is Sandra Cottle. I'm a grandmother raising an 8-year-old. It's in the 3rd grade. I'm honored to say that she's a Fallsburg student. I am honored to be a part of that community. Fallsburg, as well as Blaine, is probably the hub
of their town, their little area, to take those children, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Blaine's already on the bus 2 hours each way. They're doing it for 4 hours, 4 years already. You put them up here 6th, 7th, and 8th, that's making them travel 2 hours each way, 7 years. And then everybody wonders why the dropout rate is so high. I wouldn't want to be on that bus 4 hours a day for 7 years. But my point is, Emily loves Fallsburg. She does not want to come to town. No disrespect to town. They are a one-on-one. If any of you all have ever been to one of the functions at Fallsburg, it's a first-name basis. The place is packed beyond capacity, standing room only. It doesn't matter what's happening. The community supports that school. I've not had the privilege of going to any of Blaine's functions, but I do know what it is at Fallsburg. When we come to town for different functions, it's a more drier atmosphere. No disrespect to town, but it's a more drier atmosphere. I once said I felt like I had a cracker in my mouth and hadn't had a drink for 2 weeks. That's the reception and the difference in the people of our community and then how we're treated and when we come to town for functions. If you're ever there, you would know, and I'm sure Blaine's community is the same way. I love our school system, especially love Fallsburg and the teachers there. They are phenomenal. And to disrupt what our children have for that 8 years is the pillar of the grades and the school of the community that come to Lawrence County to carry on those scores and Blaine scores and everybody. So instead of shuffling the kids, why not shuffle some teachers? Look at why grades are not what they are in each facility. If we've all got the same curriculum, think about seeing what can be improved on this end instead of moving Blaine and Fallsburg. Thank you.
Hello, most of you know me. I'm on the school board. I'm Garnett Skaggs. I've been in the same position several years ago when we talked about moving Blaine in here. And quite frankly, I'm a graduate of Blaine High School. So my pride with Blaine goes back a long, long, long way. First of all, I would like to say this, and again, no offense, but we have a communication problem. I found out about this meeting Saturday from a state representative that came to our fall festival in Blaine, Kentucky. And folks, if you could have been in Blaine Saturday and seen what our community pulled together out there, it was amazing, and it's a first-class act. I do support what these parents are saying because I had children go through Blaine Elementary and Lawrence County High School, and I know where they're coming from. And I live at Martha, Kentucky, and I know what that ride is. So I just wanted you all to know I would appreciate whatever the communication gap is. That's not good for me.
Right, to dismantle either one of those two schools. In fact, let me offer this. If you want to make things better for our district, let's build a school in Chapel. Let's build a school in Lomansville. Community schools are better schools. I don't know anything good that can come from consolidation rather than saving a few dollars. Thank you very much.